your eyes. By closing your eyes, become aware of your inside. Take one deep breath in your nose and out your mouth. Take one down into your belly. Use one to expand your rib cage. One up into your chest. Thinking of your torso like a barrel and filling it as if with water from the bottom to the brim. Belly, ribs, chest. Let it all go. Close your right nostril and breathe in the left. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close the left, breathe out the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back in through the right. And out through the left. Twice more. Again. In through both and out through both. Pull your chin into your throat. Don't drop your head forward. Just pull your chin in and then pump your diaphragm 50 times. For the last one, we want to breathe in fully, but not out fully. Right, so take in the biggest breath you can, and then just drop it. I always think to myself, all the way in, 2/3 out. All the way in, 2/3 out. All right, here we go. can stop at any time. When you stop, just do the 2/3 drop and hold it out for as long as you can. When you feel like you must breathe in, hold it in and count to 15 in your head. Join me for the Ganapati mantra 3 times. Inhale. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Inhale, open your eyes. Start moving toward downward dog. Take your time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands at the front. Feet at the back. Push your hips up. Relax your neck. Spread your fingers out. And press down between your thumb and first finger a bit more. Engaging both your inner and outer arms. And using that strength to push your chest back towards your legs. Turn your heels out like 1/4 of an inch. And push your inner thighs back. Inhale to a high plank. Bring your shoulders over your hands. Push your hands into the mat. Pull your belly in and tighten up around your ribs. Work your toes under. Push your heels back. Take a big breath in. And exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees real deep. Stretch your toes and the bottoms of your feet. Straighten your legs, heels out, inner thighs back. High plank, strong belly, strong legs. Down dog, hips high, long spine. Once again, bend your knees, push your chest back towards your legs. Straighten your legs, heels out, inner thighs back. Lift your heels up. And taking tiny steps, tiptoe up to the front of the mat. Breathing in. Breathing out. When you get there, you can hang out in ragdoll. Separate your feet enough to fit your fists between them. Bend your knees enough that your lower belly touches the top of your legs. Let your head hang heavy on the end of your spine. As you inhale, swing to the left or the right. Exhale through center and inhale over to the other side. As you move through center each time, try to get your head closer to the floor. Take a couple more breaths. As you come to center this time, release your hands to the floor or grab your blocks. With an inhale, lift your toes. Spread them out. Start with your pinky toes and try to put them back down one at a time. Lift your heels. Turn them out the same amount you did in down dog and put them back down. Flat back, chest parallel to the floor. Push your bum back and spread your sit bones. Press your hands into your shins. Pull your chest forward. Shoulder blades in, spread your collarbones. Draw your abdomen in, supporting your low back. And with a straight spine, stand up. Take your arms out and up. Make a big circle. Bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers together. Keep your index fingers up and reach up. Breathe in. Exhale, bend your elbows toward the ceiling. Reach up. Squeeze your biceps to your ears. Try to keep your chin up. Exhale, bend your elbows. One more time. Reach up, squeeze. Exhale, lean to the left. Center, breathe in. Lean to the right. Center. Arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers together. If you can't straighten your arms, hold something between your hands. Press your hips forward. Let your head go back. Tilt your left ear towards your shoulder, stretching the right side of your throat. Center and back. Right ear towards your shoulder. Center and back. Hips forward, lean back. Try to see the back wall. Fold forward with an open chest. Bend your knees. Relax your neck. Lift your arms up. Kick your heels out if they're not already. Arms to the left. Straighten your right knee and look up at the ceiling. Center. Bend your knees. Lower your head. Arms right. Left leg straight. Look up. Center. Flat back. Hands on the mat. Step back. High plank. Shift forward to your tiptoes so your shoulders are in front of your wrist. Put your knees down. Keep moving forward. Bend your elbows. Bring your chin to the ground. Put your chest down, but not your pelvis. Tilt your tailbone up. Hug your elbows in. Good. Slide forward into cobra. Hips down. Lift your breastbone. Press your tops of your feet into the mat. Engage your thighs. Maybe your kneecaps will lift off the mat. Hug your elbows in. Squeeze your back. And blow your belly up like a balloon. Breathing in. Lay back down. Breathe out. Push up to your hands and your knees. Child's pose. Press your hips back to your heels. Bring your head to the floor. You can have your knees as close together or as far apart as you like. Make your arms as straight as you can. Bring the tips of your thumbs together. Use your arms and shoulders to push your hips back. Take another big belly breath. Relax. Put your elbows down. Breathe in. You may want your block for this, so if it's by the front of your mat, you might as well just grab your block, pull your arms back by your feet, suck your belly in, and lift yourself up into hero's pose. Good. Now, you could put the block under your bum and sit, or lean back onto your hands and relax your head back. Your head should be resting on your traps. Right? You don't want to be using your neck at all to hold your head up. Totally relaxed. If you want to go deeper than that, push the tops of your feet into the floor and lift your hips toward the ceiling. Keep breathing. Sit back down. Rise back up. Tabletop. Hands and knees. Curl your toes under and breathe in. Downward dog. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale and bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Open your hip, bend your knee. Take a big breath in. Lunge. Bring your right foot to your thumb. Put your left knee down. Take your arms out and up, just like standing up. Sink into your right knee. Hips toward the floor. Lift your rib cage. Try to lengthen your lower back. Then take one more breath and reach for the back. Hands to the mat. Step forward and bow. All the air out. Stand up. Arms up. Push your feet down and lean back. Fold at your hips. Bend at your knees. Grab your legs. Squeeze. Flat back. Spread your collarbones. Left foot back to the lunge. Left knee down. Arms out and up. Go back. Hands on the mat. Step back. High plank. Tip toes. Breathe in. Knees, chin, chest. Empty your breath. Cobra. Hips flat. Squeeze your back. Down dog. Hips up and back. Breathe in. Feet together. Left leg high. Open it up. Bend your knee. Push down and breathe in. Go up. Step into the lunge. Left foot, left thumb. Right knee down. Arms up. Breathe out. 2 more. In. Out. Last one. Go back. Step forward and bow. Grab your legs. Pull your belly in. Head to shins. Mountain. Tadasana. Rise up. Arms up. Stretch the belly. Uttanasana. Fold forward. Pull the belly in. Flat back. Ardha. Uttanasana. Right foot back to a lunge. Right knee down. Arms up. Kavyasana. Hands on the mat. Left foot back. High plank. Shift forward. Breathe in. Knees, chin, chest. Ashtanga namaskara. Cobra. Vajrayasana. Down dog. Adho mukha savasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. Bend your knees and look at your hands. Jump to your thumbs. Fly back, fill your lungs. Fold. Grab your legs, finish it. Stand up. Arms up. Big toes together. Heels like 2 inches apart, tops. Bend your knees into Utkatasana. As you bend your knees, you want to sit straight down, right? So head, shoulders, knees and toes, head, shoulders, hips, and heels should all be in the same line. Okay? Now, lifting your heels up off the mat, bend your knees, go all the way down until it gets easy. Now come back up to where your thighs are screaming. Squeeze your thighs together, arms forward, palms face the ground. Good. Lift your heels even higher for 3, 2, heels down. Fold forward, breathe out. Flat back, breathe in, chest open. Hands on the mat, step back, high plank. Tiptoes, low plank. Stop halfway down, look forward, open your chest. Upward dog. Straighten your arms, move your chest through your biceps. Lift your knees off the mat. Don't throw your head back, just look up. And then roll over your toes and back to down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right leg up to the ceiling. Hips level with the mat. Spread your toes. Press through the ball of your foot and lock your knees. Squeeze your leg muscles. Bring your right knee to your nose and your shoulders over your wrists. Push your hands into the mat and round your back. Place your foot by your thumb. Put your left knee down. Lift your arms up. Bring your hands together at your chest. Pause and take a breath. Twist to the right. Left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Push your arm into your leg. Lift your chest. Right shoulder back, look up. Any other variations you want. You feel your body. If you want to open your arms, open your arms. You want to take a bind? Fine. Yeah, lift your left knee if you want to. Lift your left foot. Grab it with your right hand. There's lots of things you can do. 2. Turn your left toes out toward the left side of the room. Take your arms out wide. Keep your right toes straight ahead, but line up your heels. Now, don't breathe with your belly. Hold your belly in and expand your rib cage. And so if every time you breathe in, you reach with your hands, expanding your rib cage, making more room for the breath. As that breath comes in, it makes space in your body. That space you want to move into. So every time you breathe out, wiggle your feet out a tiny bit. Not this much, this. A little bit at a time. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Right hand high, left arm down. Or left arm around your lower back, and right hand behind your head. Or keep going until your hands clasp together between your shoulder blades. Good, now pull your right elbow back, look up. And everybody bend your right knee again, creeping your way up. Take a big breath in. Side angle lunge. Line up your left leg and your upper body. Make a long diagonal line with your left foot to the top of your head. You can extend that line by reaching your arms forward. And that would also force your obliques to work more so you don't bend your spine. If your chest and shoulders are tight, take your left arm behind your back. Pull your left shoulder back. Sink even deeper as you can. And then with an inhale, straighten your right legs into triangle. Sliding your hips toward the back. Careful not to hyperextend your knees. Left shoulder back. Look up at the ceiling. Push down with both feet and stand up. Turn your right toes in and bring your feet at least a foot closer together. Turn your thigh bones in towards the center of your pelvis, kicking your heels out and spinning your toes in. So you should look pigeon-toed. Hands on your hips. Give your knees just a little bend so you're not jamming your low back. And then lean back. Let your head go back. Take a breath with your chest. Push your chest out in front and fold forward. Pushing your bum back. Now bring your hands to the back. You can stay like that or reach out and grab your ankles or your feet. Using that grip in two ways. Try to pull your heels out more and pull your head closer to the floor. Bend your knees. Bring your hands back to your hips. Pull your belly in, take a flat back, and with a straight spine, stand up. Turn your feet to point at the front, and then just kind of rock back and forth until you feel even in both feet. And even left to right, you're not wobbly, you're sturdy. And then lean back. Let your head go back. And just like before, push your chest out in front, controlling your descent, right? Not collapsing over your right thumb. Bring your hands to the floor or your blocks. You can also try doing reverse prayer. Take your arms behind your back, bring your palms together, and then try to bring your palms up between your shoulder blades. Fingertips pointed at your head. You can just move. You're closer than I get. Yeah. Hips stay back. Chest comes up. Take a flat back. Hands on the mat. Step back. High plank. Shift forward. Look forward. Low plank or knees, chin, chest. Cobra or up dog. Take a breath. Down dog. Breathe out. Alright, everybody. Other side. Left leg high. Oh, hips level. Push through the ball of your foot. Spread your toes. Squeeze those leg muscles around the bones. There it is. Left knee to nose. Pull it in. Round your back. Make space between your chest and the mat. Place your foot by your thumb. Right knee down. Arms out and up. Palms together at your chest. Focus. Take a breath. Twist to the left. Now you're in it. Feel it as it is. And adjust it in any way you feel necessary. If you're not sure, experiment. Don't be afraid. Nice choices. Take a breath in. Open to warrior two. Take your time. It's not a race. I'm not going to give you a prize if you get there first. Yep, good. Work to align it. Now work to remove the tension and the choke points to the flow of energy. Now you're comfortable and steady. Expand your awareness and ask yourself, what am I missing? Where am I unaware? Spread energy through the whole body. Reverse your warrior. Watch that left thigh bone. Let it move towards your big toe. Push it out towards your pinky toe. And if you're not feeling it enough, that's what you've got other arm variations for. To dig in more. Not to force yourself to go somewhere you're not ready to go. Follow your own breath and the sensations in your own body. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Exhale into the side angle. Rise, focus, feel. Adjust. Achieve comfortable and steady. The right amount of intensity. The heavens open. The angels sing in your ear. All is here. Inhale to triangle. Slide your hips back. You start the whole process over. Feel, adjust, remove the stress. Spread the awareness. Push down with both feet. Rise up. Turn to face the right side. Turn your toes out and bend your knees into horse stance. Push out on your knees. External rotation in your leg bones, pelvic floor relaxed. Here we go. Arms out in front, palms up. Inhale, pull it in, make two fists. Exhale, fists down, go lower. That's it, good. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, punch down, go lower. In. Out. Hold that. In. Out. Hands at your heart, hold. Feel your inner thighs. That's where the arteries go. Down the backs of the calf muscles into the feet. Move the blood. Slowly stand up. Take a breath in. Turn your feet to point at the front. Right? Rock front foot to back foot. Get even pressure in both feet. Lean back. Let the head go back. Open your chest. Big breath. Heart leads the way. Fold over your left leg. Hands come down. Or they come around behind your back for reverse prayer. Inhale, flat back. Step back. High plank. Forward. And down. Lift and open. Down, up. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg high. Right foot lunge. Pull your chest forward, fill your lungs. Step your left foot forward. Grab the backs of your legs, suck your belly in, fold. Stand up. Arms up. Eagle. Right leg over your left leg. Bend your left knee. Squeeze your lower legs together. Right arm under your left arm. Lift your elbows up. Take your hands away from your face. Breathe into your back ribs and your armpits. in, chest open. You can deepen that by interlacing your hands behind your back. Or you could go the other way. Arms out in front, palms in. Arms framing your ears like we did in mountain at the beginning of class. Let's meet in the middle. Everyone take your arms out wide. And turning onto your side, bring your left hand towards the floor. Grab a block if the floor is too far away. Reach your right arm up. Now, make sure your left hand is about a foot left from your left foot. It's not lined up with it. Now look up. You see those lines on the ceiling? Line up with one of them. Straighten yourself up. Don't hold your breath. Just get as close as you can. Ride the edge of what's possible in this moment. And then release it. Forward fold. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Put your left knee down. Wiggle your right foot over to the left edge of your mat and lay your shin down. Before you go any lower, lift your left foot to the back. Grab it with your left hand. Give the front of your left thigh and hip a little more stretch. And see if you can wiggle your left knee back a little more. Drop your hips closer to the floor. Put your left foot back down. And lower your head down. So this week's topic is the goal of yoga. What's the end game? What are we after here? And the answer is liberation, which begs the next question. Liberation from what? Liberation from suffering. Not liberation from physical pain. Liberation from something much deeper, suffering. So if our goal is to liberate ourselves from suffering, then we need to know what is the cause of our suffering. And the cause of suffering is wrong view. Not seeing things as they actually are. Having a personal reality that is shaped by the previous experiences in your existence that we draw inaccurate inferences from. And those inferences have nothing to do with the truth, with that which is. But even though they're not true, they become our reality. And that flawed perception in our reality, that distortion from the truth, is what causes suffering. Come up onto your hands. Curl your left toes under. Send your right leg straight up and back to three-legged dog. Straighten your hip, your knee, your ankle. Reach with your toes. And then lower your right foot down. Take your left leg up. Step your left foot into the lunge. Chest forward, fill your lungs. Step forward and back. Grab your legs, belly in, head to shins. Go deep. Bless you. Sweep up, arms up. Set your eyes. Eagle on the left side. Left leg over. Left arm under. Wrap around your center and squeeze. Hips low, elbows high. Right, just like Utkatasana. Think head, shoulders, hips, heels. Stacked on top of one another. Stand up. Left knee up. Belly in and up. Warrior 3. Get your left leg back. Get your balance. And then do something with your arms that's helpful to the pose. Right? The sum of the parts is ultimately what we're after. The whole. Nice focus, everybody. Not a scrunched forehead in the bunch. That's what I like to see. Take your arms out wide. Half move. Turn onto your side. Right hand down. Left arm up. That's it. Use the ceiling. Nice job. Strong. Solid. Well done. Forward fold. Let it go. Step your right foot back. Drop your right knee. Wiggle your left foot over to the right. Lay your shin down. And even if you couldn't do it on the other side, try. Lift your right foot. If it doesn't work, fine. If you can grab it, great, do it. But use it, right? Keeping the stretch in the front of the leg. Try to get the knee to go back. Try to get the hips closer to the floor. Then put your right foot down. Bring your head down. Most of us are suffering so much, and it's been going on for so long, that we don't even realize we're suffering anymore. It happens so gradually that it's our reality. It's what we see. That's the problem. If we saw it clearly, it wouldn't be an issue. We don't even know what we're doing. So we need some way of becoming clear. Some people even get mad when I suggest that they're suffering. What do you mean I'm suffering? I'm not suffering. I'm like, oh, geez, it's like coming across a rabid dog. You're like, that just gives you away even more. It's like there's a big festering wound in there. That's why you don't want anyone to know it's there. I've been that person. I know that. I can empathize. Definitely. Come back up onto your hands. Curl your right toes under. Straighten the left side. Get all the kinks out. Hip, knee, ankle, toes, squeeze. Lower your left foot down. Breathe in. Glide out to a high plank. And we're going to come down slowly, counting. Ready? 5. Lower. that all of us have experienced at some point to varying degrees. So, you meet someone, and you think this person's pretty great, and they think you're pretty great, and so you start spending more time together, and you spend some intimate time together, and then the next thing you know, it's like you're together, and you give yourself to this wholly, without abandon. You don't hold anything back, you're completely yourself. People aren't perfect. Sometimes things got said that weren't meant. You got let down. You let the other person down. It got worse. It wasn't what you thought it was. It ended. And in the ending of that thing, you were left trying to process this experience. And maybe you thought to yourself, there's no one in this. Maybe you thought to yourself, I opened up too much. I shouldn't show that much of all of me to somebody. Maybe that's why, it scared them off. I gotta protect that. I gotta keep myself safe a little bit more next time, if there is a next time. Reach your right arm out to the right. Turn your head to the left. And roll onto your right shoulder, stretching the right side of your chest. So, time goes by and you meet somebody else that's pretty great, and so on and so forth. But this time, there's that little voice in the back of your brain that says, no, don't share that part. No, keep that piece to yourself. No, don't trust them completely. And of course, the other person can feel that you don't trust them completely. Maybe you've been that other person at one point, too. You know. And so, of course, that one ends too, because you never trusted them. You never let them in. But that's now reinforcing that false perception that you had before, that you shouldn't let people in. That you got to protect yourself. That there's something wrong with you that nobody else should see. Roll back to center. And over onto your left shoulder. And every time you then repeat this behavior, it just compounds it and gets worse and worse and worse until, you get to a point where you're like, F this, I'm done. I guess I'm just meant to be alone. So, you took your experience and made a false inference that has nothing to do with the truth. And then you operated on that like it was true. That's your reality. And that causes you to suffer. But every other person that tried to love you that you wouldn't let in suffered too. This is just one example. Simple one too. A lot of them are far more complicated than this. Roll back to center. So our goal is liberation from suffering, from our wrong view, by correcting our view, bringing it to right view, to what's true. So let's take that same scenario and suppose after that first breakup, while you were still processing, your good friend came to you and gave you that very American aphorism. There's plenty of fish in the sea. But you took it in and you were like, yeah, you're right. There's nothing wrong with me. I got to get back out there. You see what that person did is they aligned your perception back to what's true. They removed the distortion for you, or helped you. You had to actually do it. That's what yoga does too. It shows you, hey, you're doing this thing, and you have to reckon with that. Arms down. Palms on the ground. Press down and rise, chest and thighs. Locust. Thigh bones in. Shoulder blades in. your tongue all the way out. Try to touch the bottom of your chin. Lay back down. Breathe. When I was young, especially in elementary school, I got in a lot of trouble. Not because I was trying to get in trouble, because I was just being myself. And I was rambunctious and mischievous. Like, I was basically Bart Simpson, you know? And because I was just being myself, and I was getting in trouble all the time, I internalized that. I took that in as that meant that I was a bad person. I was bad. And that wrong thought from my experience festered inside me, and I became, as I got older, I just started being more and more bad. Everybody thinks I'm a bad person, so I'm going to show you how bad I can be. Watch me. Bend your knees. Grab hold of your ankles or your feet. Bring your knees as close together as you can. Look forward. Push up with your big toes. Lift your hips in the back. Keep your bottom ribs on the mat. Chin up. Breathe with your chest, not your belly. You got to tell it to go up or it's going to go down. Breathe up. Lower back down. This delusion in myself had gotten so bad until Angela came along. I mean, when she met me, I was the worst human being that I had ever been in my life. I was a bad person. And she saw something in me that I forgot even existed in myself. But the fact that she looked at me that way and saw something in me that she thought was great shifted from me from being like, you want to see how bad I can be? I'll show you. To, you want to see how good I can be? I can show you that too. Roll over onto your back. And that happened again when I became a yoga teacher. I thought to myself, I have no business teaching yoga. You've got no idea what you're doing. You used to be a drug addict. You used to steal. You used to hurt people. What? You're going to tell people to be kind? Place your feet flat. Lift your hips up off the mat. My students saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. And they inspired me again to become the best version of myself. You want to see how good I can be? I'll show you how good I can be. So we can either use inference to lead us further into delusion, or we can use it to bring us closer to the truth. Right? In yoga philosophy, we say there's 3 ways that you can gain right cognition. And that's by your direct experience, a correct inference drawn from your direct experience, or the valid testimony of one who's been through it. Lower yourself back down. So that's what we're doing. Every week, for the next year, I'm going to give you one thing to look at that might not be so clear. It might be crystal clear. Great. 1 down. 49 more to go. Put your hands beside your head. Push down with your hands and your feet. Lift yourself up. liberation from suffering is a completely reasonable and obtainable goal. You just have to look and study yourself. That's why our fourth niyama is self-study. Happy baby. Separate your needs. Don't worry, we'll go over the yamas and niyamas more in the coming weeks. Keep practicing. All is coming. One of my favorite yoga sayings. Recline, straddle. Push your feet out to the sides. Straighten your legs. Grab your feet. Put your hands on your inner thighs or under your thighs. If it's too hard to do both legs, just do one at a time. Straighten one leg, bend it. Straighten the other leg, bend it. Go back and forth. Take your legs up, slip your hands under your hips, and lift into plot. Lift your hips up off the ground. Now listen, this is an important step and it's tricky. Okay? Pull your belly in. Now, doesn't want to go, suck it back, and then bend at your hips only. Keep your legs as straight as you can. Lowering your toes toward the floor above your head. Your toes don't need to touch. I mean, they will eventually. And when they do, to go deeper, you actually start to lower your hips back down, bringing your feet closer to the top of your head while still keeping your toes touching the floor. Slowly lower your spine back down. When you get to the bottom of your shoulder blades, let go of your back, push your hands into the mat to engage your abs, and then slowly control the rest of your descent. When your tailbone hits, lock your knees and keep lowering your legs just as slowly, all the way back down. When your legs are down, don't rush, keep going at that speed, I'm just talking. When your legs are down, come into fish pose. Lift your breastbone and tip your head back. Don't let your head hang. Slide back. Try to get your head in contact with the floor. Even if it's not very high or very far back, you can work with that. You gotta start. Chest up, head down. Lay down. Separate your legs enough that they don't touch, coming into savasana, the first pose. Lay your arms about a foot from your trunk. Get your shoulder blades flat and your tailbone comfortable. Close your eyes. Take one deep breath. Belly, ribs, chest. release, relax, and settle yourself into stillness.
There's a place within you that is always at rest, always at peace. An aspect of your being that is always within your reach, and yet somehow we all forget. When we're in that place of peace, we experience our innermost strength, smoother edges, and boundless depth. And when we come from that place in our inner and outer relations, every choice we make resounds throughout all creation. To come from this place of peace, think of your life as an ongoing broadcast every day. There's a broadcast within you, thoughts, words, judgments, feelings. This broadcast is ancestral, often utterly unconscious, and sometimes deeply healing, especially when we're attentive to our breathing. There's also a broadcast going out to the world around you, not necessarily through your words or your point of view, but through your subtlest silent signals that are teaching others how to treat you. And both of these transmissions need our attention. Because when we forget to live from that place of peace for too many hours, days, even a moment, we begin to believe we can't hold ourselves up. We easily forget that we're far more than enough. So we're asking and listening. We are here to give up this futile resistance. We're here to remember that every heartache,
your chest. Roll to your right and put the center